Okay, here we are again. We're ready to do some faux calligraphy. You're like, well, faux calligraphy? Yep. You don't have to be a master calligraphy person in order to have fun, cute, inspirational looking words that you can put on top of your paintings. You can write just on a piece of wood or a piece of cardstock and frame it, put it on a card. We're going to show you in a few easy steps how you can create fun, easy lettering that anybody can do. So grab yourself a piece of paper. It can be computer paper, it can be cardstock. Grab a pencil. I'm using a mechanical pencil. And if you have a ballpoint pen or some sort of a marker, I'm using a Montmark graphite fine liner. But you can use anything. And let's get started. Okay, we're going to do some simple stroke work, and in faux calligraphy, you don't have to worry about being that upticks that's narrow and the downside that's fat, because we're just going to add that in. And you're going to find your own style. I am not an expert calligrapher by any means, but if you know how to write cursive, you can do this and you'll figure out your own fun, cute way. So we're just going to start out with a couple of letters. And there's a letter A. So how do I make that into a fun faux calligraphy? Well, every time that you draw your pen or pencil downward, that's the area that you want to highlight. You want it to be bold. So it's very simple. You're just going to come back in here and you're going to add in like this, because that's the downstroke. Then this would be back up. So you're not going to do anything there. And then you're going to make this bold as well. And that one comes back up. So in theory, you could use a pen like this. I would come back in here and probably bold this with a little bit thicker highlighter, but we're going to do this just for time's sakes, and it will give you that idea. So there's your letter A. And that's just my regular handwriting. That's nothing fancy that I've learned to do or anything. Let's try letter B. So I'm coming up and over. All right, so there's the general gist. Now, on the up, I'm going to leave that very, very thin, and on the down, I'm going to come and I'm going to bolden that. Then I come up on the B, and right about at the peak here, I'm going to bring that in, and I'm going to bolden that. I'm going to get a little thicker pen so that I can show you easier. And then we're just going to bold that in. This one might actually be a little too thick for it to blend, but you're going to get the gist of it. So see, it's honestly and seriously that easy. Now, if you don't know how to do cursive, that's a problem. Because it does have to be in some sort of a script form. But you can get really fun and creative with this script. So letter C. And I'm just going to go ahead and write out the alphabet. And then we'll go back in together. A, B, C, D, E, F. G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, and P. Ooh, I don't like that. Again, P, P. You don't have to be perfect with this. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y, and Z. Okay, so let's go back in, and I'm going to use not quite as thick of a, because this line is so thin that it's hard not to have it look really jaggedy. So we're going to just come back in here, and we're going to just bolden and make those lines. We're going to come in and do that across the board. And you know, it doesn't matter if you put it on the inside or if you put it on the outside. Depending on the word as you're putting it together, you'll instinctively know which side has room. But either way, it's not going to matter because it's still going to be bold. So I'm coming up, and here's my downstroke, and that's back up. And then I'm coming down here, and I'm coming down. Here is the down, and here is the down, as well as here, and here. Again, how easy is this, right? And it just takes practice. Like I said, I am no expert, not even as a calligrapher, or as a faux calligrapher. I do know someone though, Jennifer Jewell, if you are watching, you do the most amazing calligraphy. And there are some calligraphers that are such amazing artists that, I mean, they can get fancy, schmancy, and it looks, it's incredible art. And it truly is an art form in and of itself. And I really admire that, because this is nothing like that. But that's okay. We're just doing ours in a fun way. Okay, so here we go. We're just, again, adding in those bold lines, and then we'll come back around and we will fill them in. I bet you didn't think it was this easy.
Nope.
It truly is.
I've always had a hard time with lettering, so.
Yeah, I've never been, and I still am not, but you can still have fun with it, even if you're not an expert. And again, you can make them super fat and chunky, or you can just give them a little bit. Okay, so that's the basis of the alphabet, and now we're going to go back in, and I'm going to be quiet and just kind of we'll speed this up, and you can see the finished product. Okay, so there we have it. This one is not perfect. We're going to make a downloadable one for you that without any of these mistakes in it. and where I'm going to take a little bit more time, but you get the gist of it. So print out the downloadable version, put it underneath your paper, just some regular, like computer paper, and start and practice. Practice with that underneath it, and get your hand moving and get those, those upstrokes and downstrokes where you're used to it. And then we'll come back and we'll do a few more videos on how to put words together and how to make fun little phrases. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. Have a great day. Bye-bye.